Now, all right. Oh, okay. All righty, so we are on edpuzzle.com. We're going to click on login. You're a teacher. Now, don't type in anything yet because there's a sign in with Google button that'll make things a lot easier. So click your sign in with Google button. If you're on a laptop, it will automatically make your information pop up if you have everything synced. If you're on a desktop, you might have to type in your password anyway. So let's just click on my username. And here we go. So now we are signed in. So from here, you're going to see your home screen. Now, your home screen may look a little different than mine because, as I mentioned previously, this is something that I use a lot over the quarantine. So here, I just see somebody else's home screen to see what it looks like when you're from the start. Okay, so you have nothing in your content. All right, so here I have saved the videos that I've used previously in my classes. And this is very convenient because if I wanted to, you know, assign another class, I was like, what was that video? The Shark Tank video. It's right here. So I have it. So, you know, it just makes it easy. It's very user-friendly in that sense. So to get started, you're to see that there's a search bar at the top. And I know it's very tempting. You know, you teach something obscure and you want to type in the subject and see what pops up. But the search bar it's not Google. It's not as intuitive as, say, a Google search would be. You'll find the best results based on the terms, but not necessarily the best lessons. A lot of the times, if you just use the search bar, you'll find video clips, which you could have found on YouTube. You're not going to find the lessons that actually have questions embedded in them. So what I prefer to do is, if you see on the left-hand corner, you have this toolbar, Home, Curriculum, Krista McCullough, My Content. If you click on Curriculum, you can then browse by subject area. And it will take you to a better library of videos and lessons that are actually designed for middle school. Like, for example, if I type in robotics, the lessons that I find are not going to be for middle school kids. But, you know, some of them are. But the way that I found lessons for my subject and grade was by doing it like this, because this will filter the content. So I'm going to go to middle school, view content. And now here's all of the different subject areas broken down. Some of them have like a lot of different things combined. Eileen, are you there? Is that you?
Yes, I just logged on.
Oh, welcome.
Thanks. I'm trying to get on. I have like 2 computers going, so I'm trying to put up the other one to follow along.
No, this is perfect. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, all right. So from here, we have okay, let's go back a little step just for our friend Eileen. Okay.
Oh,
so
you guys
Eileen,
are great. Thank you. I'm trying to get in. I'm setting up an account.
Okay. So when you start from the home screen,
okay,
you're not going to have a lot of content there yet. You won't have anything because you haven't used it before, but you want to start by clicking on
Victoria, even before that. So I have to set up a whole new account, right? With my email and then come up with a password?
No, sign in with your Google account.
Okay. Okay, got it. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. And next, we're going to filter the content by clicking on Curriculum on the left-hand side.
Okay.
And then you click on Middle School.
Mm-hmm.
And great, we're all caught up. Thank you, everyone, for your patience.
Thank you.
So now we're all caught up. So from here, we have all of our different subject areas broken down. All right, so let's click on science. Do I have any science teachers in here? Anybody? Science teachers in the house? Hi, Mrs. Carlo. It did, yes, I emailed everybody. I'm sorry about that. Okay, yeah, they scheduled my PD for the gym, and I just had to say, like, I need like a computer. I need computers to do a tech PD. All right, so Jerry, so just get started by going to edpuzzle.com and then sign in with your Google account, and then click on the word curriculum on the left toolbar on the left-hand side. And then from there, you'll find your subject area.
Mm-hmm.
So I clicked on science, and then I'm going to click on STEM. And then the engineering process, because this is where I found a lot of stuff that was very closely related to my 7th grade tech class, which I was honestly surprised that I found things, because it's kind of like such a niche kind of unit, but I was still able to find resources that work with the unit anyway. So start by clicking on your subject area, and you'll find a variety of different videos. Okay, next, let's say I see a video that looks like it could be something that I could use. Now you'll click on the resource. Now before you do, okay, so take a look at this thumbnail right here, for example. It says engineering game. It'll show you the time, the length of the video, and how many questions there are on the video attached to the lesson. So see here, there's a 6, and to the left, put it to the test, there's nothing right there. That means there's no questions that are automatically embedded in the video. However, you still have the ability to add your own questions. So, all right, we'll get to that next though. So I'm going to click on this lesson here, engineering game. So to take a look at the lesson, I can just start by clicking on the video. You always want to preview your content before you're assigning it, but from what I've experienced on this site, the majority of the content is pretty good, educational. All right, so see here, you have the time elapsed. Now here, the little bubble is where our first multiple choice question is going to pop up. I think I just went right by it. I think I just need to let it. Now see how I'm skipping ahead? Students are unable to do that. They're forced to watch the whole video. So now, from up to this point in the video, it stops, and you have to answer a question in order to move on. And
like that.
While the students are doing this, we have live feeds of, you know, who's on what question at what moment, how long they took to answer each question, whether or not they answered the questions incorrectly. Now, what's beautiful about the multiple choice questions is it grades itself. You can set it and forget it, get a grade. But a lot of the times you really want to take a look at those questions too, because there'll be some questions on there where they're asking for opinion, and then it'll say it's wrong, but you know, it's asking for an opinion. You're not wrong, but, you know, so you always just want to always take a look at the questions, just double check on them, or else you're going to get a lot of emails from some unhappy children. So, all right, so I'm going to click on, we'll just pick an answer. All right, this is a great example, a value or condition that can be changed, or a condition or value that can be changed. Isn't that the same thing? So this is why you want to read these before you go through. So I would just delete that question. So if I come across a question that I don't like, I click edit. That's in the right-hand toolbar. And from here, you can cut the video. You can like cut out pieces of it. You can also edit the question. So I'm going to click on question. I can click on the little pencil to change the question, and I can click the trash can and delete it. Did I go too fast just then? Okay, I'm going to take it from the top then. All right, we're going to take it from the top. It's okay. Okay, let's take it from the top. I'm gonna do literacy. Mrs. Parlow, what's a sub? What did you say? Commas. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can. So rather than searching, I'm going to click on curriculum, and let's see if I can find that in here. Grammar, punctuation, filter. Let's see if there's a comma. All right, Oxford comma. I'm not sure that's what you're looking for. Uh-huh. This one, a positive? More uses. Okay, so this is a lesson from Khan Academy. It has 3 questions you can see here on the right toolbar. Okay, so you're to start by previewing the video. And now you see the little bubble down here. This is where the question will appear in the video. But you always do want to preview the videos just to make sure that the questions are relative to the video. Make sure that they're located in the correct spot. So I'm waiting for it to naturally pop up as the audio is rolling. Yeah. All right. So, oh, this is beautiful. I love this. Literacy people. Okay, so just showed you how to use the comma. Write this sentence correctly. You finished your homework, right? Wrong. You finished your homework, right? That means you finished your homework right. You finished it correctly. Without a question mark, you finished it accurately, 100%. So we have to put the comma in there. Otherwise, it's going to completely change what the sentence means, okay? You finished your homework. Okay, boys and girls, where's that comma go? Mrs. Barlow. After homework, that's correct. Very good. You finished your homework, comma, right? Okay. So now I'm going to type in my correct answer. You finished your homework. All right, now I typed it in and I submit. So, in open, yeah, we all learned a little grammatical lesson today, huh, kids? Boys and girls, that was great. All right. So, you finished your homework, comma, right? Now, when your student types that in, it's not going to automatically grade like the multiple choice question. So you will have to manually go through and read every single response. For an example like this, it might not be a bad idea to give them, some multiple choice options. Just show them a couple different spaces in the sentence where the comma could be. Yes.
When I did some of these last year, I want to say, and they're easy to grade up. Even something that is not hard, so don't get away from them for that reason.
Right.
They are pretty easy because still going to 7 classes.
Right.
So it wasn't.
Right.
It changed to a point, but not there.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Okay, so you finished your homework, right? We answered our question. Now it will allow us to go on in the video. Yeah.
We kind of got diverted, but how do you change the question? Like,
okay, well, we're gonna get back to that too. Okay, so all right, so let's say we wanted to change the question. Let me go to continue, because see, I'm kind of stuck right here because I'm on the question part, and it's kind of showing you what it's like for the kids. Now, to change the questions or edit the video, you click on Edit on the right-hand side. Now, there's a few different options for editing. You have the opportunity to cut the video. If you just want to use a little snippet of a video, you can do that. Voiceover, I love this because I can actually add input. If someone says something in the video and I have some comments that I would like to make for my students, I can add my own voiceovers as well. This is something I use a lot during remote learning. And if you click on questions, that's where you can edit the question. No, hang on. Okay, so your voiceover, all right, can you guys try to do a voiceover edit and let me know if it's blocked? All right, do you know if your microphone is blocked on your laptop? Have you used Zoom lately? Or, no, I'm sorry, Google Meet?
Mhm.
Sorry, Google Overlord. Your voiceover doesn't work.
I think it's not.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's new. All right, let me check that out. It says it doesn't comply with YouTube, so YouTube must not be happy with this resource. So that could be a new thing. Let me try. Oh yeah, so that's new. I'm sorry. So YouTube is constantly renewing like things in their terms of service. So that's new. You are still able to use a voiceover if you upload your own content that you own. But I guess in terms of intellectual property, if I added my voiceover to this content, it could compromise the integrity of the content. Like if I made a sarcastic comment like, oh, that sentence looks good, that's right. You know, that would compromise the integrity of the content. So I kind of understand why this would violate YouTube's terms of service. However, VoiceOver is a great tool to use. So if you're at the point where you're making your own videos, you can add your own voiceovers that way. No, but YouTube is the one is what's causing the problem. YouTube says it's a violation of terms of service. Oh, all right. No, you have to click on voiceovers. Oh, all right. Okay, any questions? This is where you can edit or add your own questions, multiple choice questions, open-ended, or notes. So a note obviously is not a question. If you just want to pop something in there, like, remember we learned this on Friday, you can just put a little note right there, and then it will appear in the lesson as you're going through, as the child's going through.
So if you're going to do that, you have to stop to ask the question where you want it to be, right?
Yeah. So on the bottom, underneath the video that you're previewing here in the editing screen, you need to stop at exactly where you want the question to appear. Because if I just put it right here and I've added an open-ended question, it'll just be wherever it was I stopped, which I think is, you know, 0, 0, 0. So always double, triple check that you're putting the questions and things in the right spot. All right. So next, I want to start with a video that has no questions or content and show you how to add them when there is nothing. So from here, I was taking you from a screen and editing the screen. But next, I'm going to show you how to add stuff when there's nothing to start with. So to go back to the home screen, I'm going to click on Edpuzzle in the upper left-hand corner. All right, what's another subject area we should look up next? We just did literacy, Mrs. Parlow. I'm trying to be inclusive. Anybody?
Let's do literacy again. It's the foundation.
Okay, Eileen. Okay, Eileen. Give me a topic that you're doing in the beginning
Let's
of the year.
do analogies.
All right, let's click on middle school. I'm going to try to narrow this down. I'm going to filter this through the middle school content. Analogies. Nothing
Correct.
came up here, so I'm going to try the general search.
Just do analogy, just one.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, wait, there they are. You saw it. Go back. You had it.
Right, they're not necessarily for middle school.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's get here.
There they are.
Here we go. Okay, this one looks fun. Let's try this one. Face is to boy. Okay, let's see. All right.
An analogy is a statement that shows the relationship between words.
Okay, so there's no questions in this video. You can tell because there's nothing down here. So it gave us a sentence. Oh, wait. So, okay, so these are different ones that have questions on them. Erica DeMayo made a version of this video that has questions on it. Shall we check that out?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, that was very convenient. Thanks, Erica. Shout out to Erica DeMayo. All right, so This is Erica's copy of the video that she added questions to. So let's check that out.
In this video, you will learn about word.
I'm trying to skip ahead. It's mad at me.
Learn about word analogy. An analogy is a statement that shows the relationship between words. You read it like this: up is to down, as hard is to soft. There are several types of analogies. Break them down so that you
Her question didn't pop up. Okay, so there's her question there. It didn't pop up automatically. I'm not sure why. Relationships in words, things that are soft. All right. So I'm going to go back from our blank slate here to show you how to edit the video and add our own content. So if we wanted to add
how all the pieces fit together. The first.
So let's say from here, we're going to add a question. We're going to click on edit and then questions. Should we add a multiple choice question or an open-ended question? Multiple choice. Okay, so our question is, what is an analogy? Okay, and then from here, you type your different options. Analogy is my daughter's name. Okay, see how it has a green check mark right here? That means it's selecting A, which is an incorrect answer, as the correct answer. So I want to make sure I click on the X because that's not the correct answer. So here we'll type compared Is that okay, Mrs. Coaches? Comparative relationships between words and their meaning.
It looks fantastic.
That's fine, right? Okay. Now let's add another non-example. So from here, it automatically defaults to giving you 2 options for multiple choice. But we want to add more. Make it fun. All right, let's add another non-example. Okay, someone give me a wrong answer. What is an analogy?
It's a time and place of the story.
Nice, time. Good one. Okay, so I'm going to click save. And now my question is saved. But see how I didn't click to where I wanted it to be, so it just appeared at the beginning? I can slide it to where I want it, just like that. But as an analogy. Okay, let's do this again, but with the open-ended. Whoops. My computer's frozen, everybody. I'm sorry. Obviously, you can see, but. Okay, let me try to continue. There we go.
Here's an example. Oh.
All right, so I want to add an open-ended question. So when you start it, you can either, like if you're watching the video naturally and you're thinking of the question, you can pause the video where you want the question to be and then input the question from there. Or you can always slide it and change it, like I just did. You can, but you can always change it, you know, after the fact. Like there might be a better place in the video that you don't, you know, it should be anyway. And I always like to put a question at the end because the kids are forced to watch it until they get to the questions. And a trend that I've noticed amongst some young scholars is if your questions end in the middle of the video, that is where they will stop. Doesn't matter how interesting you think the content is. You know, there's some really cool stuff on here. I was literally binge watching the robotic stuff on here. There's videos about like how Amazon uses robots in their factories. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But you know, I'm not a 12-year-old boy. Thank God. So back to open-ended questions. So we just clicked on the questions tab, and now from here you type in the open-ended question that you wish to create, and then save it just like we did with the multiple choice question. What is the analogy? Save it, and then it'll be right there. I'm going to try to do a voiceover again and see if it'll let me do it. Oh. All right, so we'll have to try that in another way. Okay, so does anyone have any questions so far? Okay, Eileen, you have any questions?
No, you're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, because I was casting my screen so everybody could see it. All right. So you can see my screen again right now, Eileen?
Yep.
Okay, very good. All right, so now let's go back to Edpuzzle. And all right, just to recap, you can search all of the content up here by using the top toolbar, but again, it's not as intuitive as, say, a Google search. So you're going to search for your topic, but you're going to get results that go, you know, K through kindergarten through college. So it may not be narrowed down to your subject area or standards that you're actually teaching. So it's better to filter your searches automatically by clicking on curriculum and then middle school, and that will filter your content. You could also click on a familiar name I'm seeing over here, Kristen McCullough Middle School, and here you can actually see videos that your colleagues here at school have been using in their classes.
Oh.
So this would be obviously very beneficial for a number of reasons. If we're all teaching 8th grade literacy and we're all literally teaching the same standards, we should use all of the same tools. Or for me, let's say I know that I'm teaching some engineering standards in 7th grade technology. I don't want to use the same videos that Mr. Genovese is using because that would be a little redundant for the kids. So it's nice to look through content from our school, just and it gives you some ideas of like what people are doing too. Yeah.
We have to let Mike know that.
That's a great question. So that's an excellent question. Thank you, Christine. So as of now, and like I've been using this all through quarantine with my lessons, you know, with the kids, and I've encountered the exact same YouTube privacy issues that you guys have as well. And I've been answering your emails and chatting with some of you guys on the phone about it as well. And so far, knock on wood, these videos aren't blocked for the kids if they're watching them through Edpuzzle.
Even if it's YouTube.
Yeah, these are all YouTube videos I've been showing you so far. Because Edpuzzle is filtering it into a safe educational site that would not allow inappropriate content to exist. Yes.
Can you tell us how to add the Google Classroom?
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Did someone else have a question? I heard a little stuff. Yeah.
If I have a video, short video,
Uh-huh.
and I was concerned whether my kids would be able to access it,
Uh-huh.
instead of doing 600 whitelist forms, which are a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Can I just upload it through Peter?
Yep. That's a very innovative solution to a common problem. Did you guys hear what Ms. Pecklet just said? So rather than waiting to whitelist a video, you upload it to Edpuzzle. Plus, you would have it forever in your Edpuzzle library, and then add your own questions to it. Yeah, definitely. Now, my computer right now, I don't have any videos on it. We'll figure something out. I can just use it as an example. What? No, I like walking back and forth. That's the idea. Okay, so, all right, so we want to add this to Google Classroom. All right, so we're going to create an assignment. Now, I'm not sure if I have any classroom set up right now, so I'm just going to double check that real quick. I don't think I do because there should have been a button. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Now, I'm going to click on Analogies. Now, once you have the video and you're ready to assign it to your class, you're going to love how easy this is. You click on Assign. That's the button right above Edit. you select the classes you want to assign it to. We'll give this to robotics. We'll get a kick out of that. A comma lesson in the middle of the summer, or September 2nd. Okay, so here, prevent skipping. Always keep that on. Make them watch that educational content. You can turn on closed caption. Now, here, post on Google Classroom. Turn that on. Also, assign a due date. It's due tomorrow. Oh, it automatically just popped up. Here, let me see. Let me see.
I didn't set that up yet. I must have missed that.
Do you not have Classroom set up yet?
I have Classroom set up.
Okay, so click on okay, then assign.
Oh, I gotta go
And
to
then
classes.
Scroll down. No, scroll down. Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry, guys. I skipped a step. You do have to add your classes to Edpuzzle first. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I forgot about that. So we'll go back a step. Okay. So we want to add a new classroom. Okay, before we do that, I want to show you like the next step real quick before we do the classroom thing. Okay, so after I've made that assignment, okay, I just posted a grammar lesson in my robotics class that hasn't been archived yet. So I do kind of want to delete that. So click on My Classes, and that will show you all of your classes that you've uploaded previously, all of the lessons that you've assigned, and all of their lesson progress. So I'm going to click on Robotics. That is where I just published that comma lesson, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, here it is, Analogies. So I'm going to tap on this. Edit name. I want to delete it. Hang on, sorry. I could do that, but it will still be assigned on here. Oh, no, you know what? It's gradebook. Oh, you did? Hang on. You know what? Let's take a 5-minute break. I need like a little 5-minute brain break because I just hit a wall. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart, I'll be honest. So we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we'll get back. Let's see what the real time is. It's 1:14 right now. Is that correct? 1:14? All right, so let's meet back at 1:20, and then we'll wrap it up. Hey, man, what's up?
Silly question.
Okay.
Part of the parental consent, does it matter which one we choose? Or it's not required? That's when I go to set up my classroom.
Spoken consent on behalf of parents. I would say the first one.
Okay.
Legally, I'd say yes, but if they want us to do that. Hello?
Press 1 to connect your phone audio to your video. Use your phone to listen and speak to the meeting.
Oh, here it is, you guys. I just found it. Yeah, scroll all the way to the bottom, but we are having a 5-minute break, as promised. So we'll start from there when we pick back up. Did everyone sign in? Are you signing in?
That's what we decided.
Or,
Like, I really have so many free.
that's a great question. Let me see.
I think it's a paid program with one up unlimited.
Okay, let me see. Oh, you know what? Our school has an account for it because you can tell because there's a Krista McCullough option in School Bar. So they have a subscription. So our school has a subscription, and you can tell because there's a Krista McCullough tab. All right, you're welcome. We're gonna get started in 2 minutes. I just created a fake Google Classroom, so I'm not driving my kids crazy right now from last marking period. And I just invited Jerry. So Jerry, that's what that is. If you got an email. Hey. Okay. Yes. All right, so obviously we're starting over with a new marking period. So I'm deleting my classes. It's always good to keep up with deleting classes and archiving classes in Google Classroom because before you know it, you'll have a ridiculous list of, your entire history of teaching. So this is taking a little bit to delete, but that's taking longer than it should. All right, everybody, we're going to jump back in. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding a new class. All right, is everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, we good? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, boys and girls. Super, let's go. All right, so we're going to start by adding a new class. This is where you're going to want to start if you have not used this previously. And during our brief 5-minute break, I created a fake class in Google Classroom. So you're going to look on the left-hand toolbar, scroll down, and select New Class, create a new class, add a new class, create a new class, Google Classroom. And you give that a moment. It's already automatically connected because remember, when you logged in with your Google account. So Google is intuitive enough to automatically populate all of your apps and, let them work together. So here's the class I just created for professional development. I'm going to click on that and then import my class. Okay, now I'm going to click on students, import students. Now, this is something that will come up once you create your new class because my student, Miss Jerry, did not accept my invitation yet. It's in, you should get an email about it. Yes, or Google Classroom, yes. Yeah. That's what just happened. No. So watch, you'll see it live. So because Jerry did not accept. I just did. All right, but I'm just showing it didn't pop up because she didn't do it yet. But now that Jerry is in my class, I'm going to go back, but it will not happen automatically.
Victoria, can we go back for a minute? Because I do have classes set up in my Google Classroom, but I'm not seeing them on the left-hand side.
Did you log in with your Google account?
Yeah. If you want, we can talk about this afterwards, so I won't hold everybody up.
Yeah. Let's
do that.
Come back to that. So we'll put a pin in that. Thank you. All right, now I clicked import students. This time my student popped up. So I'm going to click on Jerry Ann's name. And now she will be in my class. Import. Okay. Next, we're going to create some custom content. I'm going to go My Content. Now, this time I'm going to show you how to add a video that you made. I just found something random in my drive. Okay, I'm going to create a video. No, I'm going to upload a video. Sorry. Upload a video. I'm going to choose the file. I downloaded it, but you can also add it from your drive. I just added an extra step. And look, I found a video of me talking about Edpuzzle. How serendipitous. All right, so now it's preparing, it's uploading the video. There is a number 3 that seems to appear. Let's talk about Edpuzzle 3. I'm not sure about that, but we can edit that later.
I can get that. You upload that, I can have that.
Yes.
How that works.
Yes. Yes. No, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm uploading custom content. Here, I'll go back. It's loading so slow. All right, so I'm going to take it from the top. Edpuzzle.com. You find My Content on the left-hand side. Click on that. Oh, it's still there. Look how smart. Click on Add Content. Upload a video. And then from here, you can either choose a file that you downloaded or choose something from your drive. Let's see what I got. Choose something. All right, this will connect to my drive and automatically filter to my videos. All right, that's going to take forever. Video files are really big, so I don't want to waste too much time doing that. Oh, hi, Eileen. Sorry.
Hey, no worries. I'm working on the other computer.
I clicked off of it by accident. All right, let's get back in. All right, so do that later. Okay, now my content. Here is my video that I just uploaded. Let's talk about Edpuzzle. This was actually a Flipgrid topic I did over the summer for professional development. Not over the summer, but during like the quarantine training stuff. Okay, so I uploaded my video. It'll allow me to preview my video. There's me. Okay, so this is my own content. I want to edit it by adding a voiceover or questions. Now I want to show you how to use the voiceovers because I wasn't able to do that previously with the YouTube. Okay, I want to click voiceover and then start recording. Allow it to use your microphone. Now, pay attention to this next part because it's going to be very important for Chapter 3. Now, pay attention to this next part because it's going to be very important for Chapter 3. Now, see how I was talking and then I recorded by accident? So I'm going to redo that one. Now pay very close attention to this next part, boys and girls, because this is going to come up in Chapter 3. Preview like this. Now pay very close attention to this next part, boys and girls, because this is going to come up in Chapter 3. Okay.
Nice.
That's my voiceover. Now pay very close attention to this next part, boys and girls, because this is going to come that's enough. That's enough. All right. Okay. I should be able to scroll down on my screen a little more. I'm a little stuck. Oh, here's my voiceover. It's on the left. Okay. Okay. My questions. Edit. That's where I can get rid of the 3. Voiceover. You can add more voiceovers. This is getting a little glitchy right now. It's supposed to automatically pop over here. Yeah, that worked. VoiceOver did not allow me to save. All right, so we have about 7 more minutes. I don't want to get stuck too long on this. So, excuse me, boys and girls. I'm not sure that that's what we're learning right now. Not sure that's my Edpuzzle lesson, Mr. Brown. Yes? That's okay. That's all right. Yes, Mrs. Chocolate.
So if I find a video on Edpuzzle that I want to use, not like the voice that's there, I want to go over it. Okay. So then I stop it. And
no, wait, let me stop you right there. If it's on YouTube, you're not going to be able to do it. No, because it would compromise the integrity of. But John Smith, like you could put it, okay, so legally you could go on there and be like, hi, I'm John Smith, I cheat on my taxes. You could, and my wife, like you could go on there and say whatever you want. So that compromises the integrity of his content.
I put my name on it.
But you stole it. But he made it public on YouTube, which has a different set of rules than Edpuzzle. So, okay, so if it's an Edpuzzle resource, then, and he allows people to use it, then that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Then that should be fine.
I'm going over John Smith's video.
Mm-hmm.
I stop it, like if you did.
Yeah.
I insert a question.
Yeah.
And then I start teaching.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to stop what I'm saying, stop the video, insert questions, and then start recording again.
Yeah. Yeah. it might be easier if you wanted to do like the audio for a whole track to do the whole, to do a whole track. And do, yeah, and then do that later, like as like another step. I think that would be easier. All right, so we have 5 more minutes. I do want to wrap up with asking any questions you may have. You're welcome. Thank you for the feedback. Yes, Miss Val.
I was a little bit leery of putting my personal stuff out there. I don't know why, but
No, you should be. That's good.
so this whole show be somewhere where I can make those videos that I put on Edpuzzle as private, whereas only my students see it.
Okay.
There's a setting, if you go to it, where
Okay.
like the little icon-y thing.
Okay, we'll try it with the one that I just made here. Under settings. Okay. That's okay. No, so we're going to change the security for my video. All right. Hit finish. Is it? Oh, here it is right here. It says public, private. Perfect. All right. So now no one will see this random video that I just uploaded. That's perfect. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions about Edpuzzle? Or does anybody have, okay, Mr. Brown? Okay, so you have to add your classes first. You go to My Classes.
I have my classes here.
Okay.
So whenever I want to add a video, what do? I just click on the class?
You find the assignment you want to do first. Okay, let me show you. Curriculum, social studies.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know anymore. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you just click on anything. I just want to see how you.
History. Okay, so we found one. Assign.
Oh, okay. Hit assign.
And then you pick the class. And then you click assign.
Now it's just supposed to Google Classroom off. That means
Okay. Yeah. It says it posted, so it's up there.
now, if I post the same video to all my classes, what I was running into a few years ago is when my first class did the video and answered the question, it answered for all of them. I mean, answered for all my classes.
Wait, explain that again?
So if my first period class did the video and answered the question,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the day, all my other classes, it would be answered for them as well.
Because the kids individually answered it, or because?
Yeah, I think so. So I'm just thinking, so if I post this for all my classes now,
Yeah.
they'll all be able to do it, and it won't be answered.
It won't do it automatically.
Okay.
No, they have to individually log in,
Okay.
and then they'll be able to answer the questions, and then you'll be able to, see the progress there.
So I want to erase it.
Okay, you want to erase it now?
Yeah.
So now go to content.
I gotta
Oh no, sorry,
go to my
classes. Yeah.
And then what class should we do? This one?
Forget.
I think so. I think
Is it this one?
Yeah. So.
Okay, do assignments. No.
Oh, okay.
I think you did no due date. No, there it is. All right, click on that.
Click on it?
Yeah. And then you scroll all the way down over here. That's what I couldn't find before, so it wasn't like safe to scroll all the way down.
Just attach to Google Classroom and automatically show you.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. The question was, if it's because it's attached to Google Classroom, does it automatically show up in the screen? Yes. When you click post to Google Classroom, that's what happens when it posts to Google Classroom. It appears in the stream. Yeah. Yeah. So when you make an assignment, like it'll appear in the stream, like as an assignment. So it'll be like under like the assignment. Under classwork, yeah. Yeah.
You can drag it and put it under some topic.
It's automatically there already. It should also be in the stream, like as an update that in the assignment was posted.
So like when you do your class, I do different topics, like narrative writing.
Okay. Yeah, you would have to filter it based on how you have your section set up then, I guess. Yeah, just play around with it. I mean, everything on Google is very user-friendly. And if it's not, give them some feedback. Make a nice note, or you know. Yeah. If voice is over it, or you could pause it. You could do it either way. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, anybody know how to fix this? I need the Windows activation code. It's gonna happen on all of our laptops because our Microsoft thing is expiring. Anybody fix that yet? Okay, never mind. I won't bring it up again. And you still have it? Okay, so I'm gonna be fixing that shortly. So I'll give you an update to that as well. Yes. So if you do not add a due date, it will still appear. By the way, guys, it's 1:35. If you want to stay and continue to ask questions, you're welcome, but you do not have to stay. So I just wanted to thank you and allow you your space to walk out. You're welcome.
Thank you, Victoria.
If you have any other questions, you're welcome, Eileen. Feel free to email me if you have any other questions.
I figured it out, but I really appreciate you including me.
Oh no, this is fun. This is cool.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye,
Bye.
Eileen. Everybody say
Bye.
bye, Eileen.